All right, WWE Bash at Berlin is showing up Saturday. And while semi-predicted card, I was like, only five matches. I was like, it's gonna be a good show. Gonna be some good matches regardless. Wish there were a couple more matches on here. Not gonna lie. But hey, it is what it is. Overseas, early start, that whole kind of thing. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Whereas, like, I think they'll be the first. It'll be the first match, I believe. Um, I was like, yeah, is I think the women's tag team match. I was like, just because the men's two championship matches on top of that, then the strap match, uh, and then, like the mixed tag match. I was like, I don't know how they're gonna go. I was just like, so after that, anyway, I don't know where this is gonna go. To be honest, I was like, Unholy Union hasn't really had anything to really do. Yeah, they sort of been feuding a little with Damage Control, but mainly the Pure Fusion Collective, but mostly with the big three. That I think they're going to really go back to Jade and Bianca just because they have been sort of just muddling, even though like they've been on TV, they ain't really been doing anything. But the tag team championships on them is going to do something more than it being on Unholy Union because they don't do anything with them. They can go across brands, so guess what? They'll do something on SmackDown and on Raw, and guess what? That's going to look a lot better. You still do a thing with Unholy Union. They got Belair Davenport in there, so they do the whole big three thing. But I think it just goes back to them just because it's going to be put on people that, while I will say are probably more entertaining than Unholy Union, but I was like, at the same time, that's unfair. That I think is really just going to be put on people that they actually got stuff they're trying to do or try to get back into the tune of doing. Let's go ahead and keep going with the next tag match. I was like, Liv and Dominic, Judgement Day versus the Terror Twins, Damien and Rhea. I think they're going to give it to the Terror Twins. I personally would let Liv and Dom win just because it gives Judgement Day a boost. You know, like how like the Terror Twins pretty much for like the last like 3 out of the 4 weeks in SummerSlam have pretty much beaten the hell out of Judgement Day or whatever, even though they got the numbers advantage. That it makes Judgement Day look like chumps, and it's like, yes, we know they're chumps, but you ain't gotta make it look like they chumps. You know what? I'm gonna give it back to Judgement Day. I think that what's going to probably happen is that one, the numbers game, but also I feel like they keep teasing it, and I feel like they're going to keep teasing Rhea trying to rip tie Dom, and that's going to be basically how they lose it because they keep on like egging on it. That's the thing they're going to try to do, and I think that's how they'll probably get the win with Liv. Beating Rhea, because I was like, Liv beating Rhea looks like more of a statement than Dom beating Damien Priest or whatever like that, and that way you can still keep Dom in his little role and Damien as his elevated status. Here. Next up, I was like, what would I do if I was them? I would probably do CodyRhodes and Kevin Owens. Out of the last three, I was like, we know Cody's gonna win, and it's really is Kevin Owens gonna turn heel? I don't think he's really gonna turn heel. I don't think it's gonna really be. I think they're gonna be teases throughout the match where like Cody's getting the best of him, or Kevin Owens is like build up some adrenaline, do a couple moves, and then he doesn't get the 1, 2, 3, and that might frustrate him. You know, Cody trying to like poke, like pry the bear and all that other stuff. I think like that type of stuff, or either that or Cody being a little bit too much good guy, where he sort of like you know, he does a move to Kevin Owens that seems like really hard, like hurtful or harsh, and then he sort of like lends his hand down to like, hey man, and I'm like, Kevin Owens slaps that. So like I think that's where we're gonna go with that. But Cody's gonna win. I don't think nothing's gonna happen at the end. I can see like, you know, like he doesn't want Cody's hand or whatever like that. I can see that, and he just sort of like walks away, shrugs away. But I really honestly don't think nothing's really going to happen there. It'd be great if it did, but Now if it was something like, for instance, say Gunther and Randy have their match before Cody and Kevin, then I would think that something might happen there. I would think that maybe like, Randy comes out and does something to Cody, and then those two turn heel together or something, because they've been a tag team as well. Like if it's that matchup, then I was like, I could see something happening in the Cody match, just to like actually be, oh no, out of nowhere or something like that. Next up, the strap match. I was like, if it wasn't for the championship matches, I would think that this might close. But I think just how it is last time, I was like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, oh, I know it's easy to be like, Drew got one, then CM Punk got one. They have a blow off at like Bad Blood, and then they let it die for a while until like, later on or something like that. But I can really see something of Drew winning here and being like, and it seemed like it's done. It's like, I beat you twice, kind of thing. I think they're gonna CM Punk gonna get the win just because I'm like, CM Punk I was like, he needs a win. Like he's only had one match, so he's going to win. Just to even it up. I think you could tell an interesting storyline with CM Punk and Drew, that where it's like Drew's up 2-0, still has the bracelet. CM Punk sort of has to like let it go, and maybe like I was like, Bad Blood coming up. That's the only reason. If it wasn't Bad Blood, maybe something like a Saudi show, I think they would just skip it and just let it build up, linger, and they have like a number one contendership title match, something like that, where it's like, say it's like a triple threat or whatever, like how they doing with the Intercontinental, and they end up in like the 4-man thing. I can like, that's how I would see like something like that, and it brews back up or whatever. But I think they're just gonna do it here, then do something that Bad Blood in order to have it go. So CM Punk will get the win with this one. And last but not least is basically another foregone conclusion of Gunther and Randy Orton. And Randy is not gonna win his next championship. I was like, he's gonna lose to Gunther, of course. I was like, it'll be a good match. But I was like, there won't be nothing of suspense here. To be honest, now I'm gonna put it back. I'm gonna flip them. I think Randy Orton Gunther goes third, while Cody and Kevin Owen closes, because I was like, there's more intrigue there. There's nothing intriguing with the Gunther Randy Orton match. There's nothing there to where with Kevin Owens, will he turn heel or whatnot, is there. And like I said with the other one, that like Randy Orton could interfere or come in and do something. He technically is back on SmackDown after that. That there's something there with that. I was like, and that way you sort of close out with like two, like what will happen in these matches. Gunther and then Randy, just a good match in the middle. Rhea sort of there. I was like, they might not try to have the tag team matches that close together, to be honest, though. So it might be. I was like, I gave you all the predictions. It's pretty formulaic, but I was like, I think the women's tag team title match, Gunther and Randy, the mixed tag match, strap match, Cody and Kevin Owens, because Cody's going to. But now I said that, man, I'm going back on myself at the same time. Now I said that Gunther is over basically in his side of, that he is probably going to go last. Alright, he's back to being last. Okay. I was like, well, I mean, something could change. I was like, I don't know what this order is going to be. It is what it is. Anyway, that's Bash at Berlin predictions. Who do y'all think is going to win? We already probably all know anyway. Yeah, I would like at least some good matches involved. So until then, next time, peace. I'm out.